Good afternoon, guys. This is Stephen Howard and my dog Yucca. Say hi, Yucca. Yucca's been a little scared from the fireworks going off around here. I'm over by the Feist Middle School, and over there is Wet and Wild, the water park. This park's pretty cool. It's public park. It's open, you know. COVID here in Nevada, everybody's required to wear a mask if you go into a grocery store or a convenience store, a bar, restaurant, anywhere really. Yeah, you're required to wear a mask. So it's kind of, I just don't do it. You know, I'll wear a mask if I have to go in the store, but other than that, I don't like wearing masks. I believe it's filtering out the germs that you do want, and your body has a natural immune system to fight off those germs. So if you wear a mask all the time, even in your car and stuff, you're not gonna be able to fight off a bad germ when you do get it. So I think it's like reverse psychology. At least that's the way it's working for me. I just wanted to tell you that, you know, I feel a frequency change. I feel like people are a little bit more optimistic. Everybody seems to be communicating a lot better. Skate for life, man. I like your Waldo shirt. So, where's Waldo? But, you know, I was an 80s kid. I grew up with a lot of different culture and time. My favorite thing in the 80s was the John Hughes movies. So John Hughes did like The Breakfast Club and Pretty in Pink and all those types of movies. Yucca, come here. She's really thirsty. Load up. Come on. And I'm back in the Suburban. Get a little shade. It is warm out, but it wasn't too bad today. It was about 85 degrees. So they're getting control of the Charleston fire. I heard that the acreage is down now to about 3,800 from 5,000. So it was a pretty big blaze. We were all really concerned overnight, and our prayers was answered because this wind died. So I'm hoping that Charleston will be okay, and there won't be any more firework blasts around here because Yucca's pretty upset right now. So I hate when she gets like this. She starts acting like a chihuahua. Anyway, frequency change. So yesterday I had a video that was really interesting. It was about basically that you don't have to constantly relive the story that you're telling. If you're telling a dramatic tale about what happened in your life and you want to talk about it in an inspirational way, you almost have to talk about it as if you're a third party or you're healed from it. So, I've definitely healed from some things, some situations that happened to me or I was put in. And, I think that healing requires you to go and live really hard, to go in and make it, they call it rock bottom, but it's really not rock bottom. It's actually a cracked foundation, and your job is to dive down there and mortar up all the cracks and fix the foundation and give yourself another chance and heal those old wounds. They could be childhood wounds. They could be wounds from your younger years when you're in your 20s and you never really got over those things, or you didn't realize that you needed to until much later, 20 years later, and you're in a relationship and you get triggered and you're like, why do I feel so insecure about this? I love this to death, but I'm like on the verge of losing it, or I am losing it, and I don't know why. I don't have a conclusive answer as to why. And maybe you'll never get that answer, but in order to get closure, you have to sometimes give yourself that closure and just realize, hey, it didn't work out. It's something that you have to release and let go. And whatever it may be an old job you had that was perfect for you and you really wanted it to be your career, but something happened and it didn't work out. Or it could be a relationship or a marriage or, a lot of things. And the people on the other side, some of them don't want to face it, don't want to look at it, don't want to heal it, don't want to deal with it. They're just, basically not wanting to fix the foundation. And there's nothing you can do about that. So you got to dive down, fix your own foundation, get your self-love back up, realize that you are very special. You have a lot to offer the world and someone else. And that if you just stay on the path and follow the things that are not necessarily easy, but that are right, you will eventually attain everything that you want. Everything that you were looking for in someone else, you'll find within yourself. Everything that you were looking for outside of yourself, you'll find within yourself, and your ability to get it, and all of those things that you just weren't in the right place. So the divine or the universe just put a tower moment in there and said, no, you're out of there. You weren't put in the right circumstances. It wasn't right. It didn't feel right. And you thought, you gave it a shot. You thought it was going to be what you wanted, and it wasn't. So, and maybe it'll come back around. Maybe some of those people will have had time and will have watched you grow and will be like, hey, I'm sorry, I screwed up. I thought this about you, and I don't realize that people do change. People do go through shit and do it differently. People do correct themselves. And, whether we're wrong or not, I don't think there is right or wrong. Of course there is. It's wrong to do all of the 10 commandments, but I'm saying that there's other ways to look at it when things go wrong. You can take off the glasses and look at it from another angle, and it looks completely different. So give yourself that ability to heal. Give yourself that ability to gain closure, whether you have it or not. Give yourself the ability to forgive and give a second chance if it's available. Do things from a higher consciousness, higher vibration. And if you constantly do that and you're constantly focused on that, I guarantee you there's no way you won't attract nothing but great things. Everybody around me that I've been walking by or whatever has acknowledged me, talked to me, or something, and I'm like, whoa, this is kind of unusual. And it's not. It's because my vibration is up here, and what I'm giving to people is love. I'm giving people unconditional love. And whether they see it or not, most people will pick up on that vibration. Wow, this is an enlightened being. And you're doing everything differently now. So that's really where I'm at. It's very fresh and new to me. And I'm so happy that I've made conscious decision to stop focusing so much on what happened to me and the negatives and start focusing on the things that really do matter as to where I'm going and what I'm doing. So, it's going to lead up to just amazing miracles. Things are going to start opening up in your life, and you'll just be like, wow, I never knew this was possible. So, going back, taking a good look at your shadow side, getting rid of all the things that don't serve you, taking off the burden. I feel like I've been carrying the world for years. Take that burden off your shoulders. You don't have to carry that around with you. You can leave it over here in the park. You can leave it at the beach. You can leave it in the mountains. And when you come fresh and happy and clear. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great evening. Me and Yucca are going to get hydrated and hang out and watch the sunset. I've just had a miracle week, and I feel that frequency change, and I know you will too. Just give it a shot. I know we're feeling a change. We can't hibernate forever, and you can't stay away from everybody forever. There's still a life to be had. There's still all those people going down the road that are coming back from work or going to work or trying to figure out what it is that they're going to do with the whole situation. And that's what I'm doing. I'm figuring out a plan for myself, and then whatever it takes to make that plan happen, that's what's important. So that I pray for everybody in the streets that's having violence and all this stuff going on. When you see that stuff, you can watch it if you want, but try not to absorb it. Negative energy feeds off innocence, and we start to get scared, and then we get angry, and then we get scared and angry, and then all of a sudden we're operating out of low vibration. So that's really all I have to say about that. Once again, me and Yucca are hoping you have a great evening. One love, everybody, and really enjoy your friends and family. Reach out to some people tonight and just say hello. How are you doing? And hopefully they're doing okay and everybody's safe. Really miss Missoula, Montana. I can't wait to get back there someday. And miss all my friends. Hi, everybody. And all my friends in Vegas, a couple of my friends in Florida, friend upstate New York, everybody on Facebook, everybody that supports my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like what you're hearing. And there's not much more I can say. The downloads that I've been getting recently is that there's been a big shift, a big frequency change, and all the people that are trying to do the right thing are going to be the ones that are in power now. And all the people that are trying to do evil upon others or take advantage of others are going to be disempowered. And we're going to have a shift in our consciousness in our society. And we're going to communicate better, and we're going to talk to people, and we're not going to operate out of fear. We're going to operate out of vulnerability. And being vulnerable is just fine. You have boundaries, and this is my space, and that's your space, but we all have our opinion. And love the difference.